What up, homies?
It's your boy. What's my name? Info. Say it. What's my name? How you doing? Welcome, everybody. Welcome. All the people that showed up to the morning show. Man, there are people out there that are like, they're e-begging while like saying they've done no wrong. You know what I mean? And this is how sheeple work, you know, that they're experimenting. They see that person's coot, their level of coot is a 0, a -10. Exit stage left and run. You can see how people who claim to be so spiritual don't punch their wife in the teeth, okay, and knock their teeth out. I'm sorry. Spiritual people don't knock their wife's teeth out. I'm sorry. So, you got a guy running around YouTube right now crying. He's so confused why his wife left him. And it's getting to be quite sickening.
So what I would suggest is if people see this type of behavior on the internet, you know, if you see someone that's literally crying because they punched their wife's teeth out in front of their son, you know, you got real problems, right? Holy crow, man. The level of daftness on the YouTubes is going up, folks. And there's women. You got women in there too. Like, they're two-faced. They were all over, Mrs. Melty. They're like, "Oh, Mrs. Melty, you're the greatest." And now they're taking Sloppy Head side, and he knocked her teeth out. A mom of 2 kids. I can't understand women. Not all of them. Just these ones that headed over to this chat. Pathetic, yo. Pathetic. So, the bad things come to those who have been wicked. And trust me, his is just warming up. He has to get to Colorado for it to get really bad. So, we have here a failure to communicate with proper people. So what you have to do is figure out what's going to happen today. I got to do a touch of sanding. Well, I might not do the sanding today. I think it's just too hot. I'm supposed to get some relief this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And for me to putty and sand, this takes me literally like 7 seconds per spot, and I got 2 or 3 left. So, that's awesome, right? Who doesn't love doing stuff, right? So now we got most of the counter cleaned off here. I just got to do this one spot. Wife will be thoroughly impressed. Let's get to some pressing matters. We said the word impressed. Now let's get to some pressing matters, folks. Y'all know me. Y'all know me. I'm one of the hottest dudes on the internet. You can't be me. Please stop trying. You look silly, right? Y'all know me. Let's go, baby. We got some lovely to get into today. Let me tell you right now. So what I like to do first is sometimes I'll make one of these. When I'm doing things, sometimes I make one of these. And these are awesome. If you've ever made one of these before, leave a comment in the chat. You can make them out of anything. Don't be like one of those people, "Oh, I gotta buy this off the internet so I can actually do this like they do on this video." No, bud. Find something the same shape, the same material, or likeness, which would be resistance, right? Or lack of resistance. Whatever it is you're trying to do. Look, I've already made something worth like $19 on American, on most online what's my name sites, right? You don't need that. What you need is, you need a Hashman. Now, get that silver spoon I was never fed with. I have one, I was just never fed with it. Definitely never fed with a silver spoon. Moving on. Okay. Switching gears. Oh, fifth gear. Nope, fourth gear, sorry. And this is some absolute fire. Everybody that ever gets a whiff, a sniff, they're all like, what in the world? Whoa, it really does. Doesn't it smell like an 80s arcade right in my hand? It really does, bro. If you'd ever been to the arcade in the 1980s or the earlier late 90s, if you're in a Boss arcade, if you're in some type of little wiener arcade, get out of here. Don't even bother scribing. But if you went to the arcades when you were a kid, woohoo, subscribe, bro. Me and you same. If you went to arcades, me and you same. Now I have to tell you, there is very little in life that can make anything better except this. This always makes it better. Oh, what? Oh yeah, I said it. So, it's also very important that this is done right. Take your time, but don't take all day. It's like a year's worth right here, and we're just about done, so let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Won't have any problems. That's what I'm talking about right there. Now, you want to make sure that that is that. Perfect. Right there. Come on. Oh, this is gooey. We love the gooey though, don't get me wrong. There's no complaints here. So then you get it like this, okay? Now that's double check it in the strong light, make sure. And you can do this, which is one of my fave things to do, which is definitely like that. This. Ah, yeah. Brush your teeth and floss this morning. Don't wait around for somebody else to do it for you, because that ain't happening. I never let my mom brush my teeth when I was a kid. She was like, you gotta brush your teeth before bed. Here, come on, let's go do it. I'm like, nah, I got this. I got this. I had a bath every night, and then I brushed my teeth. Then my mom read me a story, and I went to bed. If you had that same lifestyle, you're probably a boss too now. Now, let's see what we got here. Basically, that's did. So we can throw that out. We got this did. So that goes over here. Did. Alright. Next. I'm going to grab something else from over here, but just hang on. The skinniest dog I've ever seen. Hopefully that's an older dog, but I think it must be an older dog, yeah. That's sad. Very skinny dog out there, but it's not. The owner is not mistreating him. It's just it's a skinny dog, and it's an older dog. That's how she goes, baby. So, we meet again. Our really, really hot dude in the sunglasses reflection. All right. Garbage too. Let's get it over there. Right on. So this goes here. That goes there. Not sure what this is, but it's recycling. So now you've got this and that to do. Put this away, move that over, get this over here. A couple dishes to do later on. Tomorrow, not today. Today is Friday, Saturday. There's no need for dishes. Sunday, Monday, dishes days. Okay? Friday, Saturday, enjoy yourself. Yes, we have responsibilities and obligations. Water your garden, wash your face, brush your teeth on a Friday and a Saturday. But don't do things that you don't want to do on a Friday or Saturday. Life is about having fun. Make work fun. Don't get me wrong. We need to work. You have to accomplish things. You have to up yourself. I've always said, level up. Make ups, you know? I don't sit there and tell you, oh no, don't do that. Don't just sit around, right? You see me. I tell you, I've got stuff to do today. I start out at 4 a.m. Tell you been giving her all night. Come on. You tell me I don't make fucking hay. I ain't making hay. I'm making gold bars, bro. Some of you make hay. I make gold bars, right? That's the difference, bro. You can't be me and you're jealous, so you gotta like throw it down where you can. But really, if we look at our pocketbooks, I'm filthy rich, bro. Filthy rich. If I was to move into some old shack, I'd have a boatload of cash in a bag. You understand? I don't want to live in a shack. I want another nice house after this one. Do you understand? I want to make that even nicer. Do you understand? I'm going to have even more money in 5-6 years. Just wait. And I'm 40, right? I'm able to do this because of how young and able I am. Because of how strong. And I didn't waste my life not playing sports, not working out. I worked out every day of my life so that these days I could handle myself. Yes, I'm in pain, but I still crush it harder than any of y'all. If you're on YouTube picking on people on stream, you know what I mean? You don't have a chance of keeping up with me. Trolls are just that. They troll around, they sit around. You're looking for something, right? How can you be busy working if you've been trolling all day? You know what I'm saying? I go check someone, like I said, I check out that sloppy heads guy. I need a good laugh every morning when I wake up at 2, 3 in the morning, 1 in the morning, or if I'm up all night. I go check out, I see how many times he cried on stream. I make a little game out of it, and I have to have that many rips. If it's in 5 minutes and he's over 6, I just shut the stream down, like I can't handle it. Right? But I'll be doing stuff and I'll come, he's smiling, telling everybody off, saying what losers they are, and he's saying how much he loves his wife. Then the next second he's like, oh, I'm suing her, I'm telling my wife this. It's like, well, I get it. I get she cheated on you 90 times. I get you're really pissed, but you actually had to go to court in Mississippi last week and they really shut you down, didn't they? So, but now he's like, I need to find legal help. He expects everybody that he told off on the internet and degraded and berated, he expects them to pay for his trip all over North America. I'm like, holy crap, this dude's gonna have a real hard awakening next week when everybody's welfare check runs out, you know? The only ones in his chat are troll welfare recipients, right? Living off the system that... I'm telling you, I've seen his chat, right? I've seen the people in his chat. They don't work. My chat is full of people that have big-time jobs, specialty jobs, right? I don't expect you to catch every episode on Tuesday at 9 a.m. till 4 p.m. You're busy. You got a job, right? You're doing something. Maybe you have kids. Maybe you're taking care of 4 kids right now while you're on vacation or whatever it is. My channel is full of ultra bosses who watch. Yeah, there's probably 3, 4, 5, 6 trolls. You have 0 content, so I find people always tell me, hey Hash, you did a video on this. 90% of what you said this morning show was on this guy's late show. And I'm like, well, you know what? Like, honestly, like, this is the level, this is the caliber of intellect that resides here, right? It's people who mimic, right? And then it's like, oh, well, they have OBS and StreamYard, and they're having like 3 people come up on stream who are, you know, useless bumpkins who have never had a job in real life. You can't shovel rocks. You can't even serve up groceries at the store, right? So what's happened now is you got these people who got good at using OBS because they've been sitting on their ass for 10 years, right? I don't use OBS, but I'm going to master OBS in 1 day, right? Because that's my intellect. But I haven't used it yet. I haven't sat down. I haven't, you know, messed. I mean, I did use it like 5 or 6 years ago, but I stopped using it. And then I went back to it, and I couldn't figure out, like, there was stuff. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm going to have to sit down one day with a clear head. Nothing to do besides that. No one talking to me, and I'm gonna get through it, right? Because I used to do it, but I don't remember why I don't. And I didn't have help from anybody. I did this all on my own. Like, I don't go to people. There's no way for me to do it. Like, I don't have contact with people who are, you know, I don't sit around and be like, hey, if you have OBS, let's talk after stream. I don't do that. And I'm not about to start. Like, I like being me, and I like doing it on my own. I get there's things I can't do, but then I'll pay someone, you know, then I'll ask for help, or, you know, figure out some way I can give somebody else a hand, or, you know, make their day if they help me out, you know what I mean? Ladies, I had something in my hand and I put, oh, it's clear, that's why I can't see it. Clear plastic is bad to find in a low lit room. So we got our counter spotless. I'm gonna sanitize the counter right now, and this is going to the kitchen table. This is going to the living room table. So just bear with me another second as I do that. And this is for. I've got stuff I got to do today regarding writing notes and stuff. I want to make a book. I want to write a book. So when my wife lays down for a nap later, I'm gonna spend 2 hours. And write my book and write the first chapter or 2 in the living room, live on stream. It's gonna be wild. I should write a self-help book though. I had a lot of like shitty people in my life, and I really learned how to help myself and better myself. I should do a self-help book. There's a lot of people that take my advice as it is, but I mean, would you pay $5 or $10 to have me, you know, write a book? Not geared exactly towards what's the problem with you, but, or not your problem, but, you know, there's a good word to say, like your major malfunction. Okay, we won't say problem, we'll say major malfunction. Okay, we all have one, but can you pivot and go around your major malfunction, right? That's the key. We all have things that we call them, some people refer to things that, some people, there are terms called pet peeves. These are things that people don't like that maybe other people do, or that, mostly that other people do. It's a pet peeve, right? But now take it a step further. What are the things, your major malfunctions? What are the things you know you do that cause you to be broke every week, to be lonely? Either you're ornery, you're mean to people, or are you gambling, wasting your money, throwing it down an endless pit of doom, living in sorrow, right? So self-help books, I'm not a perfect person, but I don't think there are people on the internet that are perfect. I'll say that I have an ability to bounce back from severe tragedy, okay? I can admit that I have had tragic situations in my life, and I've bounced back and made my life better. Severe tragedy. And through that, I've overcome so much in my life. Now, this is the kind of stuff that should be on YouTube. Not sad sacks like Sloppyhead saying, oh, I'm gonna do it, I'm really gonna... Like, that is not. That's actually highly illegal. He's influencing self-inflicted. You know, he's trying to. He's basically said live on the stream that he's very close to doing it. That is not how you act or talk on the stream. If that's the case, you should check yourself into a hospital immediately. Immediately. This guy, no chance he's going to do the right thing, and there's no chance that those trolls in his chat are going to give him any sort of help that's going to make him better, right? They're like, oh, get more cigarettes, don't worry, we'll get you liquor later. I'm like, what? What? Like, don't worry, I got a care package for you when you come, there's all kinds of pills. And I'm like, what? Who does that? Who says this kind of stuff, right? And then he's like, oh, I'm so spiritual. Meanwhile, he's saying how he's never raised his daughter. Well, you're spiritual and your daughter's 4 years old. You have a 4-year-old daughter. You've never seen one of her birthdays. You weren't there for her when she was, had her first injury or a second or a third or a fourth. Come on. You're not a parent, And he's like, oh, my wife stole all my money. So, okay, prove it. Prove that she stole all your money, right? How did you get that truck? How did you get your $1,000 radio that you already had a radio in your truck? You needed a radio that would connect to AirPlay. Are you kidding me? There's little things like you could have got like a $7 attachment on Amazon or Temu or something. You could have turned that radio exactly into what you wanted with a little tiny plug-in. But instead, you spent over $1,000 and gave the dealership your old radio. Like, you've got rocks in your head. This guy is my age, saying how smart he is, right? Every day on stream, he's like, oh, I've done so much. I'm a millionaire. He's renting. He rents. But he's a millionaire. But he's renting. Come on, you guys. So, again, like, we're the same age. He's about 40 years old. I'm about 40 years old. I have never seen somebody with less in my life than that guy. He claims he has more than any of you. And I've seen his chat. Like, there are people living with their moms in trailers that have twice as much as him, from his chat. There are dudes living with their dad in Texas, drinking every night, getting wasted with their dad in Texas. They got more than you do, right? You guys a solid goober, boys. But you don't learn this stuff unless you pay attention to the what matters. How did he treat his family? And when I saw how he treated his wife, I stopped. I thought he was cool because there was nobody on YouTube besides me who was talking like this, right? He had an opportunity to be somebody cool, but instead that guy chose a path of just devilish behaviors throughout a long, long time. Apparently he's been on YouTube a very long time. That guy has 1,300 subscribers. He's been on YouTube for how many years? People know him. People know his name. People, if you say, oh, sloppy heads, they're like, oh, yeah. It's a vibe. That guy threw off a vibe of, a dirty old dad that cheats on his wife every weekend, right? He's like, oh, I'm going to Utah, I'm doing blowing hookers. I'm like, oh my God, I can't even believe this. He had a newborn baby. He was buying hookers and blow with Super Bob. And this is the world that you guys want to be influenced by every day. You guys, it's just... And Super Bob and him used to say how they'd cuff their women in the mouth. Right in the mouth. I have all this stuff. You guys, there are people out there that don't like sloppy heads. And they clipped all this stuff. I had so many clips sent to me one week. I couldn't believe it. Super Bob, that big blobby guy, Super Blob, he is one dirty, dirty dude, man. He says on stream 4 or 5 times, oh yeah, I hit my wife in the teeth all the time. I'm like, oh my God. I wanna meet up with that blobby dude. And you hear Sloppy Head say, oh yeah, that guy is so tough. No, he's not. Because he slaps around his wife, he's tough? Holy crow, buddy, I take grown men and I bring them to tears in seconds. That would be my goal in life. If I could get to Colorado, I would love to YouTube charity boxing match, kickboxing match, because you wouldn't have a chance with your peg leg. Complain about your peg leg all the time. and I see you kicking a bag, right? We used to see him kicking a bag on stream 5 years ago, 4 years ago, and I said, if your leg's so sore, how come you kick that bag every day? Oh boy, did he sell that bag fast after I called him out on it, eh? Because his wife got wind of what I was saying, you know? So you can see people out there that are completely brainless, mindless individuals. And, you know, you see people's goals and ideas, and they're like for instance, he's like, yeah, I'm going to start a restaurant. I just got to go fishing out in the middle. Like, I'm like, you have no clue about licenses and food and health safety. Like, what you're saying is not going to happen. Never. And within like 3 days, his brother had left. Didn't want anything to do with them. Gave him $300 and left. And that was his twin brother. He left Sloppy Heads in the high and dry, they call it. And that was the last time I watched the video. It was like 3 weeks ago, and then people telling me all time, every day this week he's cried. Every day last week he cries every 5 minutes on stream. I'm like, this guy went from total boss, so he says, to total baby. Okay, total baby. Nobody has cried more on stream in Colorado than Sloppy Heads, and he's crying because he put himself. He says he grew up. He's never grown up. He says he was babied his whole life. That was this day. And I'm like, oh my God, who admits this shit, yo? When my wife sees this kitchen counter gleaming, she's going to be so happy. My wife doesn't like anything that isn't spotless and super clean. Me, I just love plants, you know? Plants got dirt on them, they got a little bit of bugs here and there. I don't give two toots about none of it, right? But it's just like, you want to know what you should be worried about? Chemicals. Chemicals you drink, chemicals you put in your hair, makeup, you know, those are poisonous. And me and Buddy were talking, we're like, yeah, like women can't figure out like how they're getting these like weird special brain tumors nobody's ever seen before, eh? It's like, put another gallon of hairspray in your hair this weekend, chick. That stuff soaks right into your brain. But they won't tell you that. But I'm an influencer. It's my job to keep women alive, you know? I want the sexy women to be alive. I want them to have a full head of hair. You shouldn't be using chemicals in your hair. No wonder your hair's thinning, you know? It's like, oh, my hair's falling out. Well, I'm pretty sure people use chemicals, right? And if you're using chemicals, are you eating them or are you putting them in your head, right? Vitamin E, avocados, things like that, great for your skin and your hair. Lots of positives there. I'm gonna have a bowl of berries here, and I think I'm gonna make a pizza for lunch. I really like pizza. It was just 2 slices each, thin crust with pineapple. I think that's a proper move. Pizza. We have a couple of dainties after pizza. So we'll do that. I have pineapple here. I can pull the pineapple out momentarily, not yet, but soon. Everything. I've got the whole counter. The counter is glowing back up at me. Oh, it looks so beautiful. Yes, yes. I just gotta talk to the wife quick. Man, I got a favorite restaurant. I have to find out if they'll like sell me a gift card for like $100 for 50. And I'm gonna look them in the eye and say like I love you guys, but like I'm gonna be eating your food every day and I can't afford it, right? Like I'm gonna go bankrupt and I'll sue you for making too good of food. Like I will sue your restaurant for making kick-ass food that I went bankrupt eating. You understand? Like this food should be illegal. I'm saying it. I should make them a commercial today about that. Like, hello? Yeah, your food is really good. I think you guys are gonna have a lawsuit on your hands right away. Yeah, I'm gonna need 5 orders of rice and beans and falafels. ASAP. The salad is good too, but don't worry about the salad. No. Extra rice, extra falafel, extra sauce. Let's go, baby. Oh, let's go, baby. Do they make beans? Now I have so many questions about beans, bro. Maybe they could incorporate baked beans or something. Oh, bro. Let me tell you. When I look around at how hot I am, it is phenomenal how hot I am. But yeah, if anybody's over there super chatting sloppy heads so he can go pound out another woman later on in life, you guys are losers, man. You should be letting him fail. See, part of the reason he's able to keep pounding women is because you guys let him think it's okay to do that, right? None of his chat has told him, you know what? You're dirty and gross for the way you treated your family. Gross. Cheating on your wife, buying blow when you had a brand new baby. You're gross. She used to call him and say that they have no food there. And if you guys think he's telling the truth, I highly doubt he's telling the truth. He tells you that, oh, I punched my wife's teeth out one time and the judge uses that against me forever. I'm like, oh my God, did he really just say that? Did this loser just say that? So you guys, please don't support abusers of women on the highest level on YouTube. It's something disgusting out there right now. Women are flowers. They're not punching bags. Yes, some women are very vocal and very ornery. Don't stick with them. Leave them, right? If you got a really nasty woman, you're probably part of the problem. Like, I mean, how did you get with her? Like, how did you be like, oh yeah, this is the one, right? You created that nasty. And if not, maybe she's just wicked, right? I'm not saying women can be wicked, but it's often the man. But yes, women are absolutely going to jail too for doing awful. Yeah, it's a fact. Women aren't perfect, men aren't perfect, but for a man to go around the internet saying I clipped my wife in the teeth because she mouthed off to me is despicable in 2024. And YouTube should be punished for allowing chat, allowing that social media stream to that vibe to exist. His whole channel should be deleted. That is the utmost disrespectful thing that a grown man in North America can say online. The grossest thing. Because it can happen to any woman of any race or any color. And it does. But for YouTube to allow that to be there, for Superblob to promote that he hits his wife like that with a chat of 20 grown losers in there, whether it be men and women, you guys are all losers. And trust me, people are labeling all of you in the chat losers right now. You'll see. There's a lot of people that don't like sloppy heads, and they live in Colorado. That's why sloppy heads left. See, there's something you don't know that I won't tell you, because I can't show you that I know. Sloppy heads is not liked in Colorado by any of the people who ride motorcycles, okay? On top of that, sloppy heads had an altercation. Not with them. He called a certain entity on some people. See, you don't know this, but it's out there, right? And apparently he's in a lot of trouble because this dude was he ratted on people that were actually, he started all of it. Like he was growing and selling to all these people illegally, and then he turned around and ratted them out, and it was his. He sold it to them. Like that's entrapment, right? But if you work with the right people, that entrapment can be overlooked at times. It's sad, but it got overlooked, and then people are looking at it now, going, "Wow, who is this sloppy heads guy, and how is he so? How does he never go to jail for it? Look at what he does, right? He traveled to Mississippi with 7 pounds of weed, and 3 pounds of hash, and he didn't. And the cops, he came there, and his wife said he had all this weed. I guess the cops talked to him and let him go. Like they didn't charge him. You look up how much jail time you do in Mississippi for 7 pounds of weed. He doesn't have a med card, so like he broke federal law. You understand what I'm saying right now, guys? You're dealing with somebody that is not what you think they are. And of course, do you know what Sloppy Heads says? Sloppy Heads is like, oh, anybody who donates, I'll send you seeds in the mail. Holy shit. If he's working for the feds, he's about to have all your addresses again. You see what I just did there, right? Saved you. I saved all the people with brains just now. Because I love you, right? I never wish harm on anyone. Unless they're pounding women's feet out, then I want it gone. You know? Then I want you gone. So yeah, I grew up not being mean to women and always sticking up for them, right? Like, you should. I always stick up for anybody who's getting pounded that's weak and innocent. Seriously, think about it. What an awesome life to be able to just pound anybody and never get in trouble for it. Think about it. Think about the opportunities you have to put 100 wins underneath your belt if you really truly are a big man. Think about that for a second. And then remember, I got way more than 100 wins. Way more. I had 100 wins before I was done in high school, bud. I used to really tune dudes pretty carefully, methodically tune them. Make sure it was the last time. Alright, now I gotta vacuum. Dishes are did, and like, let's do a quick vacuum here on the floor. On the cat plates, you gotta put that in. Dyson Slim, Dyson V7 Slim, one of the greatest vacuums I've ever run. I'll tell you the honest goodness truth, I was so mad when my wife picked this up. I was so mad. I'm like, babe, we do not need this. You're taking that back. Because I knew how much it costs. Now, I don't run nothing without my V7 Dyson Slim, baby. Let's go. You already know I'm about to seriously start bubbling. I gotta get the buckets together and we're gonna get it done this morning. My wife's gonna have a nap and I'm gonna start just crushing bubbling. And then later on tonight we're gonna go out. We're gonna go out this evening when the traffic dies down and the heat dies down, right? No need to go anywhere in the middle of this heat wave. The heat wave will die down, and when it does, we'll be there. You understand? I'll be there. I forget how that song goes, but it used to be a good one. I'm getting hungry, so we got a pizza pan. Pressing matters. Where's those? Yeah, over here. So we're gonna put pressing matters on hold because I'm a boss, and bosses can do that kind of thing. Okay. Let me see over here. It's got a shit, man. Big boy cat. Yeah, Daddy cleaned everywhere. Go start messing it up, putting hair everywhere. Daddy loves you, okay? Take this out of here for now. We'll use that after. Yes, buddy, you're a cat. We figured it out yesterday, remember? So there's my thing. Okay, quiet down now. You got food in your bowl, eat it. You want some dry treats? Alright. Come see Papa. Here. Good boy. You need him up? Good boy. Kids, if you turn your nose up again at something, go lay down. Hey, kid, go find somewhere to be. Mom, call the cat in there, honey. Call him. Did you hear your mom? Call. That's stuff to do. Alright, so now that I did most of that stuff, vacuumed, swept, I wiped down all the appliances while I was telling what I thought of sloppy heads there. I wiped down all the appliances, the cupboards, the door handles, the light switches in the kitchen, the living room, and the hallway, and the dining room, and the bathroom, and I vacuumed the whole upstairs, except for my wife's side of the bed. She doesn't like the vacuum running when she's in there. It's clean, I did it yesterday, but just to get the hair and the dust from last night off the floor this morning, it's done, you know, it's done. You can run a fan and feel like you're not having a bunch of stuff blow back on you, you know what I mean? So, now we're talking about why YouTube is such an awesome platform for an hour straight on the next video. So make sure you're tuned in to win. We're going to talk about what makes YouTube so awesome compared to all the rest. First, we're going to put the pizza in the oven. We're going to start doing things that we have to do to get the pizza going, because that's what bosses do. Now, my wife has decided to go with a certain pizza profile, which I'm down. My wife is very good at flavoring. I'm going to go with pineapple and just a couple Kalamata olives. We're not going to, and minced garlic. We're not going to use powdered garlic because I feel like something's going on. It seems a little salty. I don't know why, but that's what's happening. The cat's eating now, so everything's hunky-dory, as we say in Iceland. So, yeah, we're taking our silk milks back today. I'm gonna probably yell at them a little bit. No, I'm not. They didn't make it. They're not the billionaire that's trying to change our intercellular DNA. What? I didn't say that. I didn't mean it. That was a joke. Google it. Now, folks, I want you to be very specific when you understand something. Things in this world aren't as they seem. Period. Full stop. That's it. You understand? Most of you won't. People who know what an analemma is, you obviously already do. As you've taken the time to really understand what we are doing here or not doing here. That is the question. So, I've got that situated somewhere I feel comfortable with. Now, we're going to put the peanut butter away. We've got our protein powder here, we're going to put that down here. We've got our electrolytes, we're going to put our electrolytes away. My wife wants everything off of the counter. So that's what happens. Today I do that. I love my wife. My wife, she has OCD so bad, guys. She doesn't want anything left out of place. And, whatever, I love a clean house too. But a couple cans of pineapple on the side of the counter doesn't bother me. It bothers her, I love her, I'll move it. Now, we've got all kinds of stuff. We're going to use this really quickly, so let's get this going. I want to pop the pizza in the oven in less than 10 minutes. I know 10 minutes is a very long time. It takes me about 5-6 minutes to make a really good pizza if I have everything in front of me, and I don't at this point, but I'm going to make it happen. Watch and see. Got to wash a few things, but that's okay. All right. Did everybody have a bath this morning? Did you have a nice hot bath? Were you able to soak your muscles after you woke up? Hydrate your body, hydrate your skin? Did you use any natural essential oils in the water? Question mark? I do. Oh, I use some wonderfuls in there. Brightens my day, makes me feel amazing, reinvigorates me 100% wholeheartedly. I've been experiencing these wonderful feelings for 7.5 years now, as I'm new to the essential oil world, but not as new as most of you are. And when I say, I mean the whole essential oil world. I'm a boss when it comes to a couple of varietals of essential oil, or even like 500 plus different varietals. But let me be specific. All the plants in the world possess an essential oil. We should understand every single plant's unique essential oils, and we should do it together. We should make sure we can plot, and you know how you know every word to what happened in this movie or this TV series, you know all the characters? You should know that much about all the plants, about all the essential oils and their variety of ways they can assist us in life. But we don't, right? I know about over 500. Can you say the same thing? Quickly, probably guaranteed say no. All right? So, now you know how hot I am. Now it's just a matter of getting this pizza in the oven and proving it, right? Yeah, the other pizza was not burned. Oh, don't get me started. Don't get Rocky started. That pizza wasn't burned, you understand me? What it was well done. And it was so tasty. My wife ate every piece. My wife's a complainer. If there's something on there that didn't taste right, she gonna complain. You know? But she didn't. She said it was tasty. She ate it all and loved it. Oh man, I was so hungry after. I wanted to eat some of her pizza, and I was looking at it, and she's taking these pathetic, slow bites. Like, I'm like, dude, we're married. Like, I've seen you chomp down on a slice of pizza. Just chew it, bro. And she would, and she all like dainty biting. I'm like, ugh. I wanted to just reach over and start snatching bites of pizza off her, but I didn't. I really love my wife, eh? Most of you, I don't know, like, do you love your wife? You probably steal food from her. I give my wife like a little bit of food, and then I'll take like a little bit more because I actually need it. And she'll say, oh, I'm still a little bit hungry, and I know I've given her less food than me. I'm like, take some off my plate. She's like, no, you eat. You eat until you're full, she'll say, right? But when the lights go out, that's the way it has to be because I gotta stay up. I gotta be up. I gotta keep my power up. I gotta keep my energy. Think of Survivor, but like next level. Think of PUBG Survivor. Like, you know that really rigged show that's on TV there? We go on some island. Yeah, these dudes there with someone already knows where all them, whatever those things are, those necklaces are. You see like the most ditzy girl ever walk up and just like find a immunity idol in like 1 second, while like 19 other people have been scouring for 4 weeks. You know, the ditziest girl that can't even tie her shoes walks up. Oh, the idol's right here. She can't even read. You know, the woman can't even read hardly. Or dude, name a weird dude or a chick, but they usually use hot chicks because most people can't make. You can't say anything bad about chicks in general. It's just not a thing. Like, people will call you this or that. And our system is designed that if you get too close to uncovering who the mole is in the world, forget about Survivor and this and that. I'm talking about like the real moles, the moles that run deep in your unions and other areas. So the same way like a mobster will join certain entities to figure out how they roll and stuff like that, or someone will infiltrate a group so that they can understand their movements, right? The way that they're the system, right? There's a system of design, coordination, and tactical uses that they use, right? So you get bad guys that go and join those groups, right? Of course. Just like you'll get good guys who go and join the bad guys groups, right? Or not good guys, but you know what I mean. Fakes, right? Alright, this is done, that's done. Next up, cat's got fresh water over there, so he's golden. We're just gonna rip this, put this away real quick like. Bop and drop, like so. Like so. And like so. Now, sauce. Now you're talking about sauces for your za. I love a good sauce. A good sauce starts with a really slow hand. You know what I'm saying, ladies? Let's go. Now I'll show you a good sauce. I got some great value pizza sauce here. This stuff is stellar. If anybody's doing great value pizza sauce, let me tell you straight up, you're probably made a right choice, you know. We like to have pizza and pasta in this house. And if you do too, you've tuned into the right show for watching recipes and stuff. We make amazing. When I say we, I mean me and you, the viewer at home, who's watching me, okay? I'm gonna have a handful of almonds here. I don't know if you guys ever have almonds. Get some in you. Oh. Okay. Got a nice pizza pan here. Pizza crust here. Okay. So, what you want to do is open up the package. right? Flip and dip. We be dipping and flipping on this show, you know what I'm saying, ladies? Now, dipping and flipping gets you that far. Now you gotta go here, bop and drop. Come on. And now you want to go like this. And this is where it gets interesting. Because this is how we do it, baby. Now that that's did, we chuck this. And put this away really quick. Everything else is put away. Yep, check. I just gotta open up the sauce. Pineapple calamatas. A spoon for the sauce. I got that right here. In my absolute crap can opener. Today we buy a new can opener. We'll get it from Walmart so that, oh yeah, I forgot this thing's broken. I gotta walk around the can with my hand, which is always fun. It's a good thing I'm such a boss. I can open a can with my hand that's like pushing down on it with like an old school thing. I'm a monster, yo. I can do this in probably 12 seconds. Maybe less, 10 seconds. Probably 6 or, no, 10, a good 10, 12 seconds. This is fucking hard to do this, man. But, like I said, an absolute Frankensteiner, you know what I'm saying? Some of you get that. Let's go. Now, this is the trick. You got a pizza crust, right? You got a crust, you want to get it in the pan, you just place it in the pan. It's that easy. Don't let anybody fool you. Making pizza is a joke. If they're charging you 35, 40 bucks for a za, you either want to pummel them or never eat there again. Do you understand? I'll just go with the secondary, but the latter sounds okay, but the first one, whoa, it sounds like a lot more fun. You get me? You mad at me? You mad at me after you sold me that $35 pizza and I laid you out? Bud, pizzas are $5, $6 a pack, bro. Don't be fooled. If you're paying $47 for a pizza, don't ever eat there again, because your pizza's probably crap. Because if they're charging you that much, they are, number one, they already know they can fool you by selling you something at a higher price. Number two, they're going to think they've already, since you bought the $47 pizza, they basically can make it taste like crap now. Because you're a complete sucker that will never return a $47 pizza for tasting like crap. You know what I mean? This dude, it tastes like crap. I'm going to take it right back and I'm going to say this is one of the most bunk Zaws I've ever ordered. If it's stellar, I call them and say, oh my God, digital hugs for everybody in the building. Thank you, you've made my night. You know? There's a big difference. They call it a stark contrast between, you know, those who like to complain and those who complain because they actually got ripped off, right? But the ones, again, I'll go back to it. Most companies know that if you already bought something that's really expensive, likely you're just gonna eat it and not say anything, right? But if you start out complaining about their prices, holy crap, it's $33 for a medium 2 topping? When they go in that kitchen and they start cooking it, they may actually make it feel like it's a $32 pizza. They'll spread out the tomato or the olives. They'll put a couple extra on because you diss their prices, you know what I mean? But nothing's going to make a pizza worth $33 unless you're sprinkling gold flakes on there, bud. So remember that. Don't be fooled. Now, I can tell you straight up, I am a pizza boss, a legend in the pizza industry. Most people know who I am, and if you don't, it sucks to be you, man, because I am a pizza lord. Pizza tells stories about me, you know? Nobody on YouTube, it's fucking 9 a.m. I'm having pizza. It's fucking 9 a.m. I'm having a pizza. You understand me? 9 a.m. It's Pizza Fridays, baby.
Done right, baby. Let's go. Put the Kalamata olives on. You get some pineapple. There's 2 more in the jar. I'm gonna use the last 2 olives. All right, we got 17, 18 olives on there, so we get about 8, 9 each. I've decided we're just going to keep our pizza oven stored inside, and then we'll bring it outside when it's time to use it. It's going to be too expensive later on to screw that over. You know what I mean? Pineapple and garlic is next. So let's get this is pineapple from Thailand. Now this is product of Philippines, and this is in the actual pineapple juice itself. So it's actually in pineapple juice instead of the company taking out the pineapple juice, selling that to somebody else, right? Profiting twice as much, and then putting sugar water, which is extremely unhealthy, in your pineapple. Please check your products and make sure you're not buying sugar water. That's disgusting. Also, that's despicable. I would boycott any company that is doing that, and please let me know which companies are so that I too can boycott them. Thank you in advance. Now, minced garlic, one of my favorite toppings. And I have to use a little bit of Italian seasoning, but not much. They're putting 5% of your daily intake. It says 0 calories, but when I look down at sodium, oh, it's 4%. So 100 milligrams or 4% per, quarter teaspoon. Holy crap. So 3 teaspoons make it, so I can only use a tablespoon, and that's going to give us 12%. Cut that in half, because I'll make sure I sprinkle it evenly. She's getting 6% of sodium, so that's got to help out big time. So there. And is there salt in this then? Let me see if there's sodium. One gram of sodium, otherwise known as 1% of your daily value per 1 teaspoon or 5 grams. So this is a teaspoon. So I'm going to fill up a whopper of a teaspoon, because 1% of sodium is nothing. But the garlic flavor on this is so epic. So you're going to just take it and strewn it about with your fingers. You're going to dip into my mouth is salivating just on next level salivation. I'm going to show you this pizza as well. I've actually made a little bit of an extra. So it's like an extra large. There's like a little piece of pizza that was left over from the crust before, and I'm a pizza god. So what I did was I just attached it to the circle pizza, and I got like a Pac-Man mouth coming off my pizza. So it's like extra. I'm not going to tell my wife that. That's like a whole extra piece for me. On Pizza Fridays, it's a good luck day. This is a very lucky day for the hash man. Extra pizza blessings coming my way. Let's go. I just ate like a quarter teaspoon of garlic. Holy crap. Don't do that. Oh, every bit of my body just wishes I never did that. Oh, now you're going to turn the oven on. Preheat oven. We do a specific number, and I wish I wasn't heating the oven, but I'd rather do the oven right now. I'll exhaust it over the next 10-15 minutes. And let's get a timer. I don't want to overcook this one at all, so I'm going to go 16, 17, and then I'll come check it. Now we're going to go back to pressing matters here, put the recycling away. And these 3 cans go to the basement. So that's good. Actually, with this as well. So my wife she loves to make these recipes. Eh? We have a nice dip we're going to make next weekend. Oh, so nice to stand in front of the fan for a second. It's much cheaper to exhaust cold, fresh air upstairs. Like, it's much cheaper to blow cold air with a fan up your staircase from your basement than it is to run AC. actually noticed a few spots. I'm gonna stick some. I'm gonna push some stuff into the corners there and tighten it up. Just a little couple spots on the hardy board there, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what it's called. It's like hardy board, but it's not. Just board. Yeah, tighten that up, make that perfect there. Now I gotta sand and paint some stuff outside, but that's in a few months. I'm not doing that till it cools off. Fall, perfect time for painting. If you ever want to paint something, paint in the fall. It's the perfect season to paint. It dries off fast, there's a nice wind, and your temperature cools off nice in the evening, so you're not gonna have, your paint's not gonna bubble and peel from the heat. So, I'll put this away. Oh my goodness, I never put any Italian seasoning on the pizza. How did I know I was going to use a little bit, but we gotta add some. Let's try and be very careful with the core. Alright, I'm gonna say there's 10% of your daily sodium on the whole pizza. If we're each eating half, 5% of your daily intake is nothing, right? There is some sodium in the calamatas and in the pizza crust for sure. There's a little drop of sodium. Nothing that's gonna blow out your salt intake for breakfast or lunch. Most people are having way more salt in this on just their eggs, let alone in your buttered toast, right? So, let's move on, guys. Next thing we're gonna do is talk about why I am so sexy. What makes the Hashman so sexy? My vibes, my vibration. It's clearly that. Next, this goes over here. Oh, recycling, put this away. Also put this away. Yeah, I'm an extreme hottie. I actually was on Hot or Not, got voted a 9, 1997, 98. And then I actually was a 10 for a while, and the day Buddy called me, he's like, you actually hit a 10, bro. I'm like, yeah, that's a shit picture of me you took too. He's like, yeah, I know. His wife used to think I was super hot too, so she hasn't seen me for a long time, but yeah, she definitely wanted me. And he was okay with it. Never happened, but she definitely wanted me. And yeah, they're older than me by like 8 or 9 or 10 years. So it was kind of a little bit awkward, I guess. I was only in my 20s. Yeah, 24, they're like 34. But we hung out, we partied like every weekend. Me and like 12 chicks and 6 or 10 guys partied. I mean, I almost said I can't. But yeah, we partied hard, man. Like we would get together, 16, 15, 12 of us, and we would just have these beautiful parties. Nobody fought. There was never a fight. Like, we were all friends. Hot chicks everywhere, you know. Boobs were bouncing, booties were shaking, dancing. It was one of the greatest times of my life. All right, so let's see what we got here. I really do want to thank everybody for tuning into this episode. I'll be back in a while with another banger. I'm going to get to some pressing matters, I think on my own. Is that bad? No, I'll do it with you guys. I don't want to be like that guy that's like, oh, I was going to do it, but then I just didn't it. I'll finish up. I'll get this going right now. I was going to start to do something else, but because I don't really want to do this right now, but I may as well just finish this. They can sit there for days like they are, but I'd rather get this going. There's so much goodness going on in this world, you know. Are you part of it? You gotta ask yourself, are Are you part of the goodness in this world right now? You in the chat, are you part of the goodness? 77 people watching. All right. Hands are a really interesting thing, but being exact and intricate are something totally different. If you have sloppy, messy hands, don't become a hash maker, I'll tell you that straight up. And if you've got gross, dirty hands, oh, I ain't never touching your hash, man. I don't have any diseases or I don't have any germs on me. So you've been blessed by one of the greatest hash makers of this planet when you even get to remote view something I've done. You understand what I'm saying? Straight up. Straight up. And yeah, I'm methodical. Like I grew up with Jeremy. I don't know who was Jeremy in my family, but somebody was. And it kind of got passed to me. I don't know who it was, though, because I was never really like that. Right? Something happened when I was like 13 or 14 or 15. I learned about germs, or I got some really dirty friends or something, maybe. I think I had some germy friends or something. Well, I realized the doctor was saying, like, you can't have this, you can't be doing this. I was like, really? I'm like, we do that all the time. He's like, yeah, stop that. I'm like, okay. And then I stopped really getting bronchial infection and all kinds of stuff. After I was 16, I never really got sick again. Seriously. I used to get a little bit sick in wintertime because I live in Manitoba, one of the coldest places on the face of the earth. And I used to walk to school and I used to walk home and walk to my friends' houses, and we used to play outside and stuff. I don't know if kids playing outside means like you went outside and you imagined you had something that you didn't. Never mind. It's gonna be too. Forget about it. Just go back to watching Netflix. Alright, this one's done. Not the easiest, but we did it. I got a hungry bird in the yard calling for his mom. Or his dad, but I think the mom brings food. I don't know who brings food, mom or dad. But the bird's calling for his parents, trying to get some food. He's starving, he says. But it's so dry out, I feel bad for the birds. They're having a hard time getting worms and stuff, eh? As opposed to a week ago, that little birdie probably didn't eat half the stuff the dad or the mom shoved down his throat, right? Because it was so wet here, there was probably earthworms everywhere type of thing, you know? Alright, next you want to make sure this is like that. Pop and drop, pop and drop. You want to go like this, very carefully. Just kidding. Now you do want to make sure you're not messing this part up. Why go so intricately just to screw it up later, right? And then you want to do this like that. It took me a long time to perfect my method, I used little bits of pieces from proper pressers all over the world, but my favorite one is from California. My favorite presser is from LA. Boss. An absolute boss presser. You already know. If you know, you know. Some of you know. I used to shout them out all the time. They used to shout me out. They're 300,000. I would be the only one in their chat. They'd have 600-700 people. I would be the only one in their chat getting a shout out. And it was because we taught each other, you know. They had a different avenue. I'm the master grower. I knew what was spitting, and I passed it to them. Yo, they were like, yo, what do you need? What do you need, bro? And I'm like, oh, just sit with me and like from beginning and press with me from the beginning, from the very beginning of your work on the day. And they're like, sure, no problem. When? Tomorrow? I'm like, yep. So I sat with this company for 2 hours every morning because they open at 8, and they're like, as long as you message us early enough in the morning and we see it, we'll pop on the thing and we'll just do a video chat with just you, right? I did it for like 6 weeks, 7 weeks, not every day, but for 6-7 weeks in 2019. I'm not sure on the day. Could have been 2000. I think it was 2018 because I wasn't on YouTube very long, and then I went over to Insta because I had to because the stuff was going on. But yeah, so that happened, and I basically picked up all I needed. I showed what I learned to my buddy. I had these extraction videos, like I had a clip of their video of like their how-to tutorial that I grabbed, and they're totally okay. Of course they don't care what I grab, and nothing malicious is gonna be done with it, right? And so we did that. Taught my buddy how to press, and I haven't seen my buddy for a few years, but he started his own company here in Canada. But he's nothing bad. Like I don't see him anyway, but I see him digitally when I do see him. I haven't seen him for years in person. Years. He's got a big family and he's had some tragedy. But he's still a good man. And man, we used to make a lot of bubble together here in the city. A lot. But, like, I mean a lot. Like way more than most of you have ever seen in your life. We do in like a Thursday afternoon. And I'll be up all night tonight doing YouTube videos outside, streaming videos outside. There's supposed to be a fantastic storm, so I'm going to bring it to you as best I can, live. If it doesn't look good, I might just tell you what's going on, but I'm definitely hired out. Alright, now that's done. Pizza's got 40 seconds left on it. You should see it, it looks amazing. So I've got the front door cracked and pizza, hot air pizza blown out, which is important right now. We want the mailman to really get hungry today. The humidity in the house is 35, so it's very low. Yes, yo, pizza's almost ready. Let's quickly go back over to the presser.
kids, come over here today. Come here, baby. Baby kids. Come on, baby kids. Come here. Push, push. Come on, baby kids. Come over here. Let's see what you're doing. Come on, go home. You got it. Come on, go see.
Holy smokes, you should see this. Wild. Bro, Afghanistan called. They want all of it back. You know what I'm saying? Bro, Afghanistan just called. Oh my goodness. Oh, Afghanistan, here we come, baby. Oh, gee whizzikers, baby. I know so many people that are going to be blown. Oh my. Oh my. This is why we do what we do, baby. Just another absolute baller maneuver by the Hashman. Holy Dinah. Oh, wow. Get some. I'll wash my hands here, actually. I just realized something. I'm gonna have to put tape all over my my hand pump. My press. Let's pull this pizza out, I guess. Oh, she's minty. She's doing a little slight gurgle bubble. And I mean, I wouldn't have it any other way. Oh, there's a little zit on top of the pizza. There's a little bulge. Oh, that's mine. Yummy. I'll give my wife half if she wants. All right, pizza's done. That's done. I got that off. That's off. I got this light on. I can turn this light off and just run that single light. That's off. Double checking. That's off. This is off. That's all off. Let's get a glass of water, protein shake up. You know what I'm saying? Protein shake up. Yeah, you are a good boy. Daddy checks every day. I want to have a shitty kitty, you know? Only good boys allowed. I bought a bunch of new rope, so if I get any intruders, I'm tying you up for a good 4 hours before I call anyone. I'm just gonna be like, well, I was looking for my phone the whole time. But yeah, we're gonna have a good talk, a good 4-hour talk before they get here, you understand? So, I got a nice new rope for you. When you wanna come visiting the Hash Man, please don't knock. I'll already know you're here, bud. You guys ever seen the movie Chuck Norris? Noticing a little bit of resemblance between me and Chuck? I'm a ginger too, bud. I'm a slight ginger too. Chuck is actually my great uncle. Old Buck Norris. Old Bucky, we used to call him. The old Buckster. I just want you all to know I love you all so much. And what I got in my hand is so wild. It's incredible. I am in awe. Every single time I do something, I'm in awe of what I do. But this is night and day. One of the greatest accomplishments on YouTube history. On a live stream on vertical feed ever. Oh, what? Yeah, we did. It's funny, my cat just wants to hang out with me. Let's just like see what Daddy's up to right now. It's like, okay, so Daddy was over there, now Daddy's going over here. That's my daddy over there, guys. That's my daddy. That guy's my daddy, you know. You guys know what Hashtag is my daddy? They do things. They do. They all do, buddy. They all do, my bro. Yes, my bro. My little broseph. Nobody loves you more than Papa. Okay? My little broseph. My little Joseph. Hey? Tiggs Joseph info. That's my boy. Tiggs Jojo info. It's my baby boy. My little Tiggy Wiggy. My little Piggy Wiggy, Tiggy Wiggy, Tiggy Wiggy baby. So we got a protein shake. We'll get that in us momentarily. I gotta make sure I'm doing what I do, which is phenomenal. And we don't stop, baby. We do not stop, baby. Let's go. That's did. We got these. I have to think about that. That's something special. So that, we've got this and that. We've got these two for after. Clean as can be, plus those. Little waterfall graspers. Then we have all this. Let's give it a. That's unreal. Afghanistan called. They say wow info. Afghanistan called, guys. Let's go. Oh yeah, plus we had that other. Dang, where is that? That's in here. So we got another. Where is that? Oh yeah, it's over there. So we're gonna get into that pressing matter after too. But first things first, let's cut some pizza. Let's cut some pizza. We're gonna serve it up on paper towel today because I'm a boss, a legend, a myth. We don't need a plate for a single slice of pizza. I'll just come back in the kitchen and grab another one. Okay? I made a mistake of putting my knife in the sink here. Clearly that was a steak. We'll get that going right now. Now, when you're cutting a pizza in a pan, don't. Simply, what do you call that? When you're scoring? You're scoring. You want to score the pizza. You want to score the pizza, not right to the bottom of the pan, just through the top 50% of that thick, tight, nice crust, okay? You see anywhere it's not pulling away? Stick the knife in, gently pull to the side, and push down with the knife slowly, and you'll have it pop apart. Next, you're doing the quarter cut. Again, same thing, scoring the pizza. I'll explain. Once you get to that crust on the end, that's what's really holding her together. Peel, and she pulls right apart, okay? Grab, did I not grab paper towel? No, I didn't. So we're gonna grab 2 paper towel for the wife. And we're gonna serve her up. The paper towel will also absorb some of the, there is no grease on the bottom. That's awesome. The paper towel also will absorb slight bits of grease. Let's show you what the pizza looks like. Come here. Everybody, come on over. I don't even know where I am right now. You tell me if I make the world's greatest pizza or not. Leave a comment down below. Whoa. That's a pizza, baby. Just your topping falls off. That's a zaw. All right? Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in to the greatest show ever on YouTube. Remember, you can't be me. Stop trying. You look so silly. You know what I'm saying? Yep, that's your lady too. You put the Peter, how's your Peter comfort that Daddy made for you? I love you. Yeah. I gotta go lay down with my cat and my wife. They're a beautiful, I have a beautiful family that loves to cuddle with me. And I mean, I'm blessed. I'm so blessed. Every day I thank the gods for giving me some peace. Finally, you know, finally I get some peace, you know. Thank you, gods. Thank you, Father. Zeus, Father! I thank you, Father! Come on over, baby, come on over. Come on over, baby, come on over. Oh, I love nothing more than making my wife happy. And today I plan on doing just that, you know? She's gonna say, I want this done, I want this done. I'm gonna say, okay, baby. And as fast as I can do it, I'm gonna get her did. Come on over, baby, come on over. We're gonna redo the floor in the spare room. We're gonna take out the carpet this evening once it cools off. And I'm actually going to be unveiling over 150 Xbox games that will be up for auction on the show this month and next month. I'm raising money for a vacation with all my video games. And I'm going to take my wife on a vacation, and then we're going to do another vacation after. I haven't been anywhere with my wife, and it's been over 10 years since we've been on vacation. We bought this place and we really buckled down. I think we went a couple places, but I don't know where we went. Nothing really fancy or really far. We're gonna go fancy and far, okay? Really fancy. My wife scoffs at some of the hotels that I've said out loud, but I'm telling you, we're staying in the fanciest hotels. Not to be like, yo, look where I am. My wife deserves it. I don't. I'm gonna sleep on the floor. Oh man. Oh man. Zero salt flavor. Perfect flavor combination. Cooked to perfection. Ooey gooey goodness. Yes, please. More, please. Seconds, thirds, and fourths for the hash, man. Oh yeah. When will I see you, folks? I'll see you next time. Remember,